Breaking news. This just in. The thoughts and opinions of Mike Knoxxx solely belong to Mike Knoxxx and does not represent Unpopular Reviews Wrestling in any way. Now back to the show for the intelligent wrestling fans.
Previously on the Mike Knoxxx Show.
We got about to get a strike today. The Rock is back, y'all. And when The Rock comes back, we should listen. We shouldn't be puzzled by the face of this man. He says, why is he back? How come I'm out of my match? He said, sorry. He owns the company. Granted. Rock, I love you. Dwayne. 30 minutes? 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Honeybee, the man spoke for 30 minutes.
Of whatever the hell that was he was saying. Your soul, I want you to be my champion. I want you to do this. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, why isn't he saying this to Roman? For one, what's up with that? For two, is this a ruse? Is this a way to get the title off Cody?
Lose it, bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast. So all the news channels, y'all can kiss my ass. And other YouTube or Google me, turn it up and play it. Cause many people think it, I just had the balls to say it.
Drums, please.
Viewers may find the following video disturbing.
This ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're raw, what you getting in? Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, just a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You can call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling, that's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go!
Courtesy of My Kicks Are My Fix, people. Welcome back, everybody, to the Mike Knoxxx Show. But today, it's a whole network event of an affair. We are joined by the Rated R review host, Mr. Big Daddy Cool himself. Also, Honey B. But you already know what it is, guys. The particulars. The number to call in 516-259-9517. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, and share that you are on right now with the show for the intelligent wrestling fan. And excuse me, before I begin, Honey B.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I'm going to drink it all in right now because last night, in the words of Big Daddy Cool, we might have should have went live last night, but it's okay. I digress. As I sit and always say the same thing, make sure this is the show for the intelligent wrestling fan. Hashtag wrestling is storyline, and hashtag most importantly, fuck you, Dave Meltzer, and hashtag death to dirt sheets. Okay, let's talk about Elimination Chamber because that's all the world is talking about because Jonathan, Horatio, Rodriguez, Tom Brady, the GOAT, now Hail Cena, wins the Elimination Chamber, and he sells his soul to The Rock. Oh, one thing to talk about last night. Before we just right there, we just gonna listen. This is my best part of the show yesterday.
Drop and walk.
Was the post conference right here? Show it again, damn it! Play it again from the top. Drop the mic. Drop the mic.
Drop and walk out.
And walk out the building. I see the calls. The lines are on fire. Avoid the clap, Jimmy Dugans. I will get to you guys momentarily. Honeybee, start with you because you know how it is. Ooh, ladies first. Ladies first. I've been talking for a while, so go ahead, take it away. What you think about last night?
I rated it 11 out of 10. I thought it was fire from start to finish. Again, y'all know me. I bowl on the weekends, so I had to watch it while I was at the bowling alley. And I feel like that was why I kind of bowled like trash because I was more focused in, Elimination Chamber than I was bowling. So, but I knew like from start to finish, from when the first bell rang to the last, like that whole everything was just lit. Like that was insane. That was insane. They did their thing last night.
Oh, they spoiler alert. The Mike Knoxxx Show host and co-hostess love the show. Rated R review show. Big Daddy Cool's on. What you think, man?
What's going on, everybody? Big Daddy Cool here from Rated R Monday Night Raw review show. Before I give my thoughts, Honeybee, what did you bowl? I think the people want to know. What number?
Why are you gonna put me out there like that, man? I think my highest game was like a 1.
What, yesterday or Raw?
Yeah, no, yesterday.
I'm about to say,
I bowled 3 games. No, I bowled 3 games. So I think the highest out of the 3 was like a 160. My average is a 180. So if I don't bowl a 180 something, it's a bad night. So it was an off night because I was into, man, I promise you.
Say less. I can barely get to 100. Listen, last night, epic night, most historic night in all of professional wrestling. And I'm not talking about AEW Collision. We're talking about the Elimination Chamber. Man. Guys, John Cena turns heel for the first time in his 20-plus year career. Amazing stuff. This was the greatest heel turn in professional wrestling since the NWO.
Okay, thank you for stopping right there because I was going to say that, and that's why I like to go first, right? Because people get your thoughts out and you get it from first. Yeah, fans out there, let's calm down the Cartman. Okay, let's calm that down. Okay, and I'm gonna say his name that I normally don't say. I'm gonna say it. This was not bigger than Hogan and the NWO.
On their feet, on a man. Oh, what the?
That's still fuck you, Hogan. But still, that's still the greatest heel turn of all time. Okay, but next to Hulk Hogan, Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady the GOAT Hill Cena. This is the best heel turn of all time. But guys, give me a second. I want to bring on my friend to the program. This man has been able to witness some of the greatest events in wrestling history. My kicks are my fix. He just dropped off. Come back, Corey. He just dropped off. He's driving back from Canada. I'm going to bring him back when he comes back on, all right?
He probably can't get out of there fast enough.
Listen, after last night and them booing the United States, listen, the third best moment of the night was Logan Paul going back to get the American flag. I'm going to say it right now, okay? This is why Team USA, we didn't win the all-national game, but we beat y'all last the first game. We beat y'all physically and by the scoreboard. But we know only champions matter. Go Birds. Now, let's go ahead and get into this night right here, right now. I want to talk about the Elimination Chamber. The Doctor is back. First of all, we should knew he was starting to heal because y'all noticed he didn't have on pumps. We don't pump him up no more. So we should have known that he was going heel. But Elimination Chamber, we got Del Taco's on. We got Logan Paul, Seth freaking Rollins, CM Punk, Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, the GOAT Hill Cena, and CM Punk. Oh no. I'm just gonna go right here. Okay? Because outside of the final 3, I could have dealt with none of them in this match. Okay? It was the weakest, probably second weakest match of the night. Okay? But this is why I want to tell fans out there that wrestling is more than just what you see in a wrestling ring. If you cannot tell me a story, that's what I hate also, Steve. They will tell you that, well, WWE only tells storylines. They tell stories in the ring just as much as any other company does. Always have, always will be. Just follow along. If you slow down, you may not have to catch up. Okay? So these three go at it. CM Punk, Seth freaking Rollins, Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady to go heel now, heel Cena. Come on now. Let's get it, y'all. What a show last night. Okay? Seth Rollins, you gonna jump me? Yes, we're gonna beat your ass. From pillar to post, we're gonna beat your ass. 1, 2, 3, no. Like, first of all, shout out to the purple and black flu games that Seth freaking Rollins has on his feet. True. Okay? I want to just pay some homage to them Jones right there. Look at them things. Look at them things. He popping out and showing y'all. In Canada, Drake, you still can't because you're not like us. Okay? Because he was there last night and they never even showed his damn face. Okay?
I heard that he told them not to do that.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But curb stomp, and then this is the only thing I don't like about the match. I don't know, Steve, I'll let you take the floor here. Why does he pass out instead of the 1, 2, 3? Is it to keep him still strong? It brings him to, well, because Seth did it with the curb stomp, and that still gets them to go. I get that. That's going to be the next WrestleMania iteration, but I'd rather Cena had Phantom than this. That's just my take. Go ahead, Steve. I see you shaking your head while I eat my delectable
No. I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with you, Mike. This made CM Punk stay looking strong. Mm-hmm. This man was supposed to be, if not Cena, he was 1B, right, of everybody's pick to win this thing. Mm-hmm. This man is a WrestleMania main event waiting to happen. You can't have him get pinned by the part-time guy in John Cena. Him getting curb stomped by Seth and then into the what does he call this stretch again? The STFU.
Yes, yeah.
It was the way to go in getting rid of CM Punk. Keep him looking strong. It took 2 finishing moves to put him out. Mm-hmm. And
no, I dig that. I love that it keeps it showing for Punk. I just rather the one. Here's the thing. I'm tired of the whole pass out scenario in wrestling. It's overplayed. It's like a super kick from the Young Sucks. I just can't keep seeing the pass out and a finishing move that's supposed to be a tap out. Tap the fuck out. It's okay.
We did it.
Go ahead, Honeybee. Your take on the finish.
I agree with Big Daddy over here. I think the being choked out was the better option than being pinned. And I would have rather that anyway, because being pinned just feels like, he got pinned off that. That's kind of whack. Whether him being choked out, he's kind of dazed and confused. Him being choked out makes a little more sense. You know what I mean? Instead of using what Seth did as a way to finish the match, he actually finished the match himself. So I agree. I think it was a better option for that.
Well, your winner, Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady the GOAT, Hill Cena.
I can't wait for freaking Friday.
Nephew Corey, my kicks are my fix. You are back in the place to be on the MIC, the best damn show on radio on Pop Review Wrestling's The Mike Knoxxx Show. What's going on? My kicks are my fix. Thank you for the footage also, my brother. You there? I can hear you. You there, Canada? Oh, Canada.
Uh-oh.
There you go. Corey.
What's going on?
There you go. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man?
You tell me, Mr. In the building, watching the second greatest heel turn of all time?
Look, listen, man. To be there to see it, I'm still shocked right now. That was crazy. I mean, because you didn't think it would ever happen. You maybe thought it would happen, but you're like, nah, it ain't gonna happen. And then it happened. Mm-hmm. It's crazy, man.
I saw you post out. You got kids in here crying. Now, when Cena won, of course, I shared my reaction because I said before the night, no matter what happened last night, I was going to be happy with the outcome. That's how I felt going into it. It didn't really matter for me. But My son's excited. He goes upstairs against. I even forgot he even had a Cena John Buddy little thing. I didn't know he still had the damn thing. Right? He's about to be 18 years old. My kid, I love him. Right? He says, "Dad, that was corny." He said, "Dad, that was corny." and then of course, all the signs are Cena said, "F the kids." Right? How was the building when that actually happened?
I mean, you everybody just like kind of stopped. So it's crazy because it's the foreshadowing of it. I mean, it's all in hindsight. When you go back and look at things, you're like, oh, that too. You're like, you're almost thinking to yourself, how did you not see it coming? But they did it so well. Of course, you didn't see it coming. So when it happened, everybody's just standing there like, oh my goodness, it actually happened. And you could see, like in the building, you had to be kind of catching the screen to see see Cena's face. And then Rock's like doing the throat slash, and you're like, oh my goodness, it's happening. And then you realize it, and then just when he glow blows him and starts going in and hits him with the Rolex, and it was insane.
Yeah.
The adults were clapping. I can tell you that.
All the adults were definitely clapping, that's for sure. Fernando says this was bigger than Hogan at Bash at the Beach. I disagree with that, right? Because I think, just my personal opinion, that I think Hogan is the biggest face as well as the biggest heel in the history of professional wrestling, and that's what made his heel turn so good.
Makes Hogan still the number one to me. Where wrestling and where society was at that time, and there's no social media at this point, it's a bigger deal because there's nothing. There's no, I mean, you had dirt sheets back then, but I mean, like I said, there's no social media.
Right.
So at that time, you're really sitting there like there's nothing out there that's saying, Hogan may be involved in this or this. No, when Hogan walked, but I will say this, the Cena one is right up there with it, though.
Oh, absolutely. I definitely think the second biggest heel turn of all time, including Shawn Michaels.
One without the other isn't any good. Oh, I knew he was going to do that.
You know what I mean? Like, I just thought, and I got to give credit out to my man, Pat, man one on Xbox, who's a big wrestling fan, who actually said to me last night when a party, pre-gaming, me, him, Dyke Man here on the program, and he goes, hey guys, and I want to now say this. I'm not questioning what he said, but did you read this somewhere? Because he said, yo, what if Cena turns heel? He literally said it. I'm not lying. No BS. You know what I mean? It was just a conversation, but I heard him throw it out there. What if Cena turns heel? And that's where I began the conversation of no matter what happens, I'm still happy for it. For me, it was just a good night. The Rock, to me, it all makes sense. You know, wrestling fans, of course, are going to try their best to dissect it and pick it apart, but you all know y'all got C minuses and D's and Kim, in that class. Okay, I didn't even take it. Right now, I didn't take that class. I wasn't cutting no dog. I walked out. Sure did. Never did it. All right. There's something to dissect. We can go back to the bad blood and the Rock with the 3 finger. People say, well, oh, that's going a little bit too far. Is it? There's always a plan B. Right? So we get a plan B. And you got that last night. Any final thoughts on this? Because my only negative in this is I just felt that Travis Scott was out of position to be in this kind of
That's what I want to touch on. That's funny you mentioned that, Mike. That's what I want to touch on. At the time as it's happening in real time, if people might, Travis Scott's still there, and I'm like, it is random. But I said, as I thought about it, I said, you got to figure, Travis Scott has an entirely different type of following and social engagement that they are. This John Cena thing was already going to hit a whole bunch of different platforms anyway. But the cultural aspects of where they're going with this, with the Travis Scott involvement too, it makes perfect sense.
Okay.
That you have a Travis Scott there because the demographic of who listens to Travis Scott for the most part were more than likely huge John Cena fans as little kids.
Oh, that sucked for me to hear that because I think Trevor Scott shouldn't be mentioned in the likes of Michael Jackson. But that's just me.
No, but look, Travis Scott is the following and the demographic that he has in the sneaker culture, in the hip hop culture.
Yeah,
like
I know it's right.
Yeah, he is up. He's up there. His following is insane. So to have him involved in that, he's already, his song is the theme for Raw. His song is the theme for WrestleMania. It ties in. You just have to sit back and in real time. Yeah, it looks super awkward that Travis is there. But then when I sat and thought about it, I was like, this makes perfect sense. Everybody that, for the most part, the people that really listen to Travis Scott and follow him the way they do, they were John Cena fans as little kids. I mean, I'm talking about like 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. Those kids now are probably in their, early 20s now. Gotcha. Those are the people that listen to Travis Scott. So it makes sense. They're crossing platforms to where this is going to be on every. It was already on every Sports Center covered it. Everybody was already covering it, but now you got the sneaker blogs and the sneaker sites and the hip hop site. Everybody's covering it. This thing touched all kind of corners and platforms.
Listen, not to mention the purple and black flu games that Seth Rollins had on. Big Daddy Cool got a question for you, though. Go ahead, Big Daddy Cool.
Hey, Kicks, what's going on, man? As Big Daddy Cool. I want to ask you a question since you were there live. When Hogan turned heel, everybody started throwing trash into the ring. I didn't see that. If they're asking
the question, I can't hear it, so you have to tell it to me, Mike.
Oh, okay. I don't know why you can't hear me. He said, did they throw trash? Why didn't they throw trash in the ring? When Hogan did it, they threw trash. Was that something they didn't do? Or did it not reach the ring? What happened?
I think it's because it's 1996 and it's 2025. I just think it's a difference in the time of where society is that you really just can't do stuff like that now. I mean, back then, like I say, Mike, 1996, the world's different. Like, there's not that heightened sense of awareness of danger and stuff like that as it is now. 30 years later, pretty much, almost, you can't do that stuff now. In 1996, you definitely could get away with it. So, and it's the Sky Dome too. It's so big. I mean, Sky Dome. Listen to me, right. Rogers Center. It's so big. It wouldn't have made it anyway. And the people that are sitting that close, they paid some money to be right there. They're not throwing nothing.
They get kicked out. Well, sometimes you think like all the time they've been in NXT, they edge the crowd on to do things like that. So maybe that was going to happen. But hey, Corey, thank you so much for calling in, my brother. Problem. If you have to rate this thing and all the experiences you've seen heaven and hell. You see, you see some of the biggest things in wrestling history. Where do you rate this?
This is right up there with the streak ending for me. Because I was in the building for that too. And that was insane. Because everything stopped at that point. This is right up there with that to me.
Thank you, Corey, for that. That's a big statement, y'all. Listen, my kicks are my fix. Make sure y'all follow him, Belt Emperor. I'm just a king. He surpassed me, y'all. Thanks for calling in, my guy.
Anytime, man.
Peace. Woo. Honeybee. We saw in here. We've seen all the things that took place yesterday at this event. Your takes on the heel turn from Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady to go.
Man. So again, at the bowling alley, I had forgot after he won, I had forgot that they were going to still do this. So I had turned it off for a little bit. And I remember, I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot about this segment. So when I cut it back on, it was when he hit him with that watch. I'm like, fuck, they did this shit and I missed it. But oh my God, they actually did it. Oh my God. So yeah, I'm actually ready for this. That's what I'm saying. I can't wait for Friday. I want to see where this really goes. Because I told you from jump, I wanted to see Cena go heel. I wanted to see them do this, see where they could do. He's going to use his acting chops and put in work. And
he's already back in Africa.
But I'm just saying, I'm talking about in the WWE, his heel turn, all of this, boy. Yeah. And then I feel like with him working with Travis Scott, they might put out a fire album or some shit. Like he might actually get back into the rap game for a little bit. Like, I don't know, but I'm just really, really excited. Like, me being a person who's been watching it for so many years, seeing Cena go heel was never really a true like they ain't gonna really do that. They're never gonna do that. But to actually see it, it's like, oh yeah, this is something we little kids have been waiting for, just to see if they're gonna actually do it. Like, why not go out with a bang on your last run? Like, dude, go heel and take everything. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
I seen the thing that said, I think it was in our group actually, that said Travis Scott being there in the ring was like little mama hopping on stage.
Let me jump in here for a second.
Yes,
I got a question. Will it make sense if Travis Scott cuts a remix of Basic Thugonomics and that's Cena's new entrance?
Probably. Yes.
Would that be fire?
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
But I don't want to see Travis Scott remix it. I want to see John Cena remix it.
I want John Cena
to rap on it.
No, because that's the original, and everybody's gonna pop for that one. You need like a slowed down version, a mixed up version, so everybody boos.
See, my thing is when they got this whole "Sell the Soul" thing. I thought Travis Scott did that years ago. So that's just for me. If he was out there, it was because of that. Because that's always been those rumors.
Can I also say one other thing? I think it's really Drake proved tonight or last night that he's a 100% bitch. Like this
Yes,
man,
he
didn't even jump the rail to save Cody. And this man, Drake, there's Travis Scott in the ring. He couldn't even like roll up in there and like body Travis Scott. Like Kendrick was right.
Well,
Kendrick would
that went to the face. Let's take a break. Let's get into the women's elimination chamber as well coming up here after the break. We do have Michaela Wonders coming up. She had a lot to talk about, so we'll be right back, y'all.
Girl, Welcome to Warning About WWE. I'm Michaela. We are just warning about WWE Elimination Chamber. Okay. This is gonna be very interesting. I love Elimination Chamber. It's probably my third favorite pay-per-view. It goes Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Elimination Chamber. And I think War Games would be number 4 because I actually really like the War Games thing. But it started off with the Women's Elimination Chamber. We're not surprised. It was Naomi and Liv Morgan in the ring first. Keep that in mind. We already know what happened. Jade Cargill came back, attacked Naomi, and this is where I'm gonna go in very, very detail with you, and I need y'all to hear me, and I need my glasses, okay? For this part specifically, okay? When Jade Cargill attacked Naomi, me and my dad were like yelling at each other, like, I told you. And it was like, no, I told you. And I was paused, like, I don't remember him ever telling me or ever saying that it was Naomi. Knowing my dad, who probably did, because he's an intelligent wrestling fan, but I don't recall. So until there is video proof that he said it first, there probably is. He records shows. But until I see it, I said it first, and I was right. And it was Naomi who attacked Jade Cargill, and I can't wait till Raw, because Bianca clearly wants some answers. Speaking of Bianca throughout the match, when like it first happened, she was like attacking differently, scary. I thought like they were actually gonna turn her heel for a second because of how she was fighting. So, she thought turning heel. Bianca Belair should never turn heel. This has been stated multiple times by my dad, so I don't need to explain it. Bianca Belair wins. Not surprised. We knew she was gonna win, and then Rhea Ripley comes out, and my dad's like, "Who are you going for? Who are you going for? Who do you think I'm going for?" He's like, "No, I want you to say it." Why would I ever pick Rhea Ripley over Bianca Belair? No offense, I love Rhea Ripley, I do. But it's Bianca Belair. Obviously, I'm going for Bianca Belair. I don't know why I need to say it, but now y'all know who I'm going for. As much as I've defended Rhea Ripley, now y'all know. I'm going for Bianca Belair. And then we have the unsanctioned match. I'm going to keep this one short because I don't really care. Because it was a lot, but I want to keep it short. Let's see. It was a good match. I expected it to be way better, though. There was not a single drop of blood. And Kevin won, so that was my first theory wrong. But I wanted him to win, so it's okay. And then Randy Orton came back. I was really surprised. My dad was like, "This when Randy comes out." And I was like, "Well, now the surprise is ruined. I can't be like cheering. I'm not surprised for it anymore." And then we have the men's Elimination Chamber, because I don't care about Tiffany, Stratton, and Trish. No offense. I love that match. I still like the women's one better because of the Jade Cargill and Naomi business. But maybe I'm being biased. But the men's Royal Rumble was amazing. The fact that Drew got eliminated by Damian Priest did make me mad, because Damian Priest should have got eliminated first. No offense, but there's a lot of offense. I don't like Damian Priest. And then we have John Cena winning, and he will be going to WrestleMania. Then, lastly, the final scene. I'm not going to go too deep with this because, you know, my dad's going to. Tribal Chief. But let's just say I didn't expect it, honestly. But my dad was no surprise because he's an intelligent wrestling fan and he saw it coming. Blah, 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 blah. And anyways, that is, you guys already know I can't really talk about it like this. I took a lot of your time. And I'm proud I did, but as you guys know, I can't really talk about it like this. So let's go back over to the real Tribal Chief.
Hey, this is Matthew Brittle, the King of Bros, and you're listening to the Mike Knoxxx Show on Unpopular Review, bro.
Welcome back to the show for the intelligent wrestling fan. And damn, seed of a hustler. She get it from her father, right from my nutsack. My baby girl, Michaela Wonders, knocking it out the park. Listen, girl, I did say it first. And I saw them comments too, Chris. They may have said it first on air, but I said it first in my household. That's all that matters, bro. All right. So as we talk about this, Elimination Chamber, I see you guys calling. Some people don't want to speak. Some people do want to speak. So I'm going to get somebody who does want to speak from the Raw Rated R review show, Willie Steaming Beaming. What's going on, Willie? What you steaming with, Willie?
Man, yo, what's happening?
Welcome.
Yo, I just wanted to say that John Cena heel turn, it was so flat.
Flat? Like a tire?
It ain't hit like Hogan's.
Of course not.
They weren't throwing nothing in the ring.
This is 2025. Of course not.
Man, they could still do something in the ring.
No, you can't. You'll lose your seats privileges.
Man, like John Cena, Mr. Make-A-Wish, never going bad. And so for that to happen, like, it just, I don't know, it ain't hit like I thought it would. Do I like the idea? Yeah. I do like the idea of it, though. I like where it can push him and Cody. Now it makes.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. There's no wonder you get D's and everything.
I'm for it because I was tired of what my man Rock called him, a fruity pebble. What?
Hey! I got on orange, white, red, blue, green. We love our fruity pebbles. Dr. Thug and Llama, you're just mad because you can't see him.
Willie.
Nah, man.
You know he can't hear you because clearly I ain't got the shit set up right.
Fruity pebbles get soggy after the first 3 minutes. I mean, after the first 30 seconds in the milk, fruity pebbles are soggy.
Hold on, but I got
dabba-do.
Dabba. You like fruity pebbles. Your co-host will say something to you real fast. I gotta interpret. I gotta use an interpreter. So hold on. Go ahead.
Hey, Willie, what's up? It's Big Daddy Cool. I just got a question for you. Chris, our other co-host from Monday Night, says that this was too forced.
Too forced.
I got a question. My question for you, Willie, is this as forced as like Chris's hairline?
If this is forced as Chris's hairline, Steve wants to know.
Oh man, it was more forced than that. I just want you to know that because that thing be pressed on like a fake ass hat comb. But but no, it was forced. It was rushed, and I'm gonna need for The Rock to get his whole little neck swipe thing. I'm gonna need him to get that together because one minute it's coming all the way across his face, then it was up his ear yesterday. So it's like, yo, learn how to do the neck off, man. But yeah, man, that's calling me now. Yeah, y'all have a good show, man.
Yes,
and I
sir.
just wanted to call in and say that it was a dry heel turn, but
Save it for your
I
segment
liked it.
tomorrow night.
Oh, he just gave it. Pause. Thanks, Willie, for calling in. But listen, that's what Chris is probably calling and say to him. You just called into the Mike Knoxxx show and gave your whole segment away. We're going to have to repeat it tomorrow? That's what you just said. Let's get over to the female Elimination Chamber. And I'm going to say this as this is unpopular review. And we're not allowed to say unpopular things because it feels like it's not being authentic to unpopular people. But I'm going to say when it's not unpopular, I'm going to say right here, right now. Overrated was this girl in this Elimination Chamber. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it again. I will always love her. Okay? There's nothing, and I'm being sincere here as I say this to you. There's just nothing that I don't think in her career that Alexa Bliss has not been able to kind of do. But I've always had an issue with how small she is. Now, if they'd have played the role of her snapping into whatever character that's possessed, because I'm taught to suspend my disbelief with those kind of characters, I could see how she grabbed Roxanne Perez out of nowhere like she's going to chokeslam her, like I'm overpowering you. This is my only downfall in the whole review was her performance in the chamber. And not that it made it bad, not that it wasn't good. I personally didn't like how, I don't like that she plays, like they let her play a dominating Nia Jax-esque kind of character with her small stature. I just never liked that about her career. I hate it when she beat Nia Jax because it's unbelievable to believe. And yes, I know Rey Mysterio beat the Big Show. A roll-up, yes. A straight-up 1, 2, 3, hell no. Okay, moving on. Other than that, all right. But as Roxanne Perez comes in, and yeah, Michael Cole, who was on his game last night, can y'all stop this shit? Michael Cole dialed into his inner,
I don't like that.
testicular fortitude that is Jim Ross. The commentary team, shout out to them, Jim Ross, and you thought that the King and them were back. He said he hit him with a Dominic Mysterio, and it was a trash can. Like, they were just everywhere last night, and I enjoyed it highly. But calling her Roxanne, stop it. You know nothing about that music, okay? Bailey comes in. Oh, getting her Cowboy Carter on. Ooh, Black Girl Magic was everywhere last night.
Trader Magic.
Boo. And then, listen, shout out to Dice Man, the Z is silent from the SmackDown Penitentiary says, a long time ago, we all say this, but he mentions it the most. I'm going to give him a little bit of credit here. Don't you get tired of when you can kind of tell by the same way Cody did last year when The Rock was coming for a spot. Mm-hmm. Your facial expressions, people, when you already know something's going to happen, you should be able to do a little better. This was like one of Naomi's weakest intros with her facial expressions, but the intro was dope because the all-white she had on, the all-white that Bianca Belair had on, right? You could see them in her entrance. You could see them clear as day shining. And I thought that was pretty cool. And I also like this as a little bit of note here, Steve, them being able to have the like, if you pay attention to these kind of things, the colorism of last night.
Yeah.
Right. I thought that a lot of girls wore the all white. I thought that was pretty cool. Coming in, Liv Morgan did her thing, and then we all know what happened here, Steve. I'm gonna go with you, Big Daddy Cool. Go ahead and speak on the superhero that is Jade Cargill coming back and ripping rapper.
Can you put up that picture of Naomi again?
Oh, which one?
That one. You know what I liked about, besides what you mentioned, right? Obviously, Bianca and Naomi, they dress alike because they're a tag team, right? Mm-hmm. And Jade comes out wearing all black, so it's the opposite, right? That's telling. But I also like that Naomi she has a star on her stomach, so that way it actually gives Jade a target of where to punch her in the gut because she's a turncoat. That chick threw her into a car, and Jade said, nah, I didn't forget about this chick. Came out here and fucked everything up. Fucked her shit up. Good for Naomi. That's what you get, you trollop. She looked strong. Don't tell me, oh, Jade is weak. Oh, Jade came out here. She looked like a boss. There's multiple people that got mollywopped last night. Mm-hmm. Naomi is one of them. Sami Zayn is another. Cody Rhodes is the last one. Mm-hmm. Look at, and Bianca crying. Not because Naomi is getting beat down, because she knows she's next. I'm telling you right now. Look at her. She's crying because she's next. Oh no! Please don't open this cage. Please don't. My God. AEW could never. Let me ask both of you guys a question. You ever hate somebody so much that you tell them to get away from you? You say, go that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hate them so much that you go catch up to them and then slam a door on their face? That was Cargill last night. Good for Jade.
Can I just say, well, I kind of knew something was going to go down with the order of everything. When they put Bianca in the pod, I'm like, okay, cool. It's going to be Naomi and Liv. And then it was like, okay, cool. Wait a minute. It just got dark. Oh my gosh. So here comes Jade. I was sitting here like, she's going straight for Naomi. I know she is. There's no way Liv had anything to do with this. And sure enough, she went for Naomi. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then to hear Bianca, I'm like, oh no. I don't even know if honestly, I don't think Bianca was in on it. I really think Naomi did all this on her own. Now, if Bianca did have something to do with this, she needs an Oscar. The Oscars is tonight. They need to go ahead and put her in the category right now for Best Actress because my goodness, boy, hearing her cry and then trying to, see everybody else in the pie. Bailey was over there like, I'm trying to get out too. Like, it was insane, but it was great. I'm so happy Jade came back. Boy,
did you see that
great.
Bailey was cheering, and then when Jade started mollywopping, stopping a mud hole in her, she stopped cheering. She's like, "Don't come after me! Don't come."
Listen, first of all, shout out to Bianca Belair acting. She was not running from Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill thinks she wants some of that side of the caramel black girl magic as opposed to the almond black girl magic, which is Jade Cargill. But no. This is clearly about Naomi doing that dirty shit. And I said this on the SmackDown review show last night that if a heel is truly a heel, they admit to when they do some fucked up shit. Yeah. Right. And you never seen Liv Morgan and them admit to this. Nobody want to go into it fully. I love keeping this in suspense and all that. But no, this is about Naomi, who threw her out because she was jealous of that whole situation and she wanted her title back. And I did say, Steve, early on, I'm not going to go with it right now, but I got to do it just because you're shaking your head and I want to make sure in case I'm wrong, right? I could be a double negative because we're all a walking contradiction. I did say at first that she did it to herself. I said Cargill beat herself up, right? Because she wanted the attention. So all that and then some. But I thought last night, this is definitely two spots. I talked to the consultant off air before we got on air. There should have been blood in two other spots. We got it into Cody and them. She beat Naomi's ass so bad with all that white. If you ever want to take something back from AEW, which they don't really have to win that fight, the fight's already over. Anybody who thinks AEW is winning, please stop. It's all over. Okay? It's been over. But with all that white on, if she makes her bleed, that might rival, to me, the greatest heel turn of a woman is Mariah May, friend of the program, okay, who turned on how she did with that shoe, okay, with Toni Storm. But this was fantastic to me. Just started off, right? To start it off this way, it was just amazing to see her come back and just be dominating. Like she was, and watching Bianca's award winning. The Oscars are tonight. We'll give her the Emmy right now. Okay, because Bianca Belair deserves the Emmy Award for her performance last night. And not just in that moment, but being able to overcome that moment. Yeah. Overcome that moment, honeybee. Put on such a great match. Go to her limit she hasn't been to before herself. And that whip with that damn hair.
Woo, boy. That hurt. I had that in my ear when it happened. That shit, boy, that hurt me.
It
hurt me.
It left a whelp. I told my kids, I said, I've been hit like that when I was a kid. Okay. How do you say no, Babuela? I know I said it probably wrong. I'm not Spanish. I'm not going to repeat it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Are you talking about your grandmother? Abuela?
Yes. Abuela. Right?
Your Spanish is as good as EC's with Cero Mendo.
I'm not even going to pretend to try. The Spanish words I know I learned in the 90s from what do you call God? All right. Either way, it's spoken Spanish.
Ay, Dios mío.
Ay, Dios mío. The words I know are like how to say nasty things and dance with me in the club. Okay.
And Cero Mendo.
And I probably might say those wrong if you're going to be honest with yourself. Okay. But I got my ass whooped like Liv Morgan got her ass whooped like that. And I'm going to say this also about Liv Morgan, y'all, because when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I was completely wrong about Liv Morgan.
Yeah,
she is
doing her shit.
She's pretty fucking good, y'all.
Yeah.
She is. I mean, I'm talking about in ring.
Thank you.
How she sells it.
Thank you.
Liv Morgan is beyond fucking good. This spot, after getting her ass beat with the hair, throwing her back and forth into the cage like this. Look at Bianca's face. Ah! So that's how Jade Cargill looked when she fell off into the car. Right there. That's just Bianca's face right there.
Well, she's gonna come after you now.
And just, please, I would welcome it. Wife, can we please add one to the boudoir? Okay. I'm quite sure I would say she is welcome to join us. Okay. She is that beautiful. But you got to give credit where credit is due to Liv Morgan taking this ass whooping in which she took last. I love when they you know that's coming. They got their hands prepared to hit it. But after about the third one, they're like, fuck it.
She fell for it. Yep. She sold that real good. Real good. I saw that.
Liv Morgan, my God. And I've been saying this that she's put on a clinic. She's most improved. And everybody keeps talking trash about her. I hope people learned after last night. Stop talking trash. Wake up. Liv Morgan is top 5 women's wrestler in the industry right now. Top 5.
I guess I 100% agree with you. I know, and for me, it was I didn't see everything in wrestling. To me, is me finding something that connects with me. Right? I always say wrestling is storyline. Right? You have to find like somebody out there likes Otis. I know I want Body by Steak. I'm an Otis guy. Right? Somebody likes Omos. Whatever. My son growing up was I'm being honest. My son. Okay, I love my son. Shout out to Kip Knoxxx. Make sure you go to his Twitch channel as he's been trying to become a Twitch user. Okay. His favorite wrestlers were like the Big Show and Kane. Okay. Kids like Giants. Okay. But Bianca Belair wins this thing, going on to elimination. This is the part about WWE I love, right? And I gotta give credit to the production, right? When I say production, that's just not what you see on screen. Like when someone's great what they do, I see Vic back here for the SmackDown, so we're gonna bring him on in a second. It's called charisma, right? The W had so much charisma last night that they purposely told you for the first time I remember ever, the winner isn't going to go against Rhea Ripley, right? They said Rhea Ripley or Io Sky, right? And I thought that was pretty good. Even bringing her, because we all know what it is, okay? Yeah. And I'm wrong with my dates. Executive consultant, please put in the chat, because I know you know the year. This goes back 5 years to that Royal Rumble with her and the fans debate. They said her foot touched versus her foot not touching scenario. When
I'm sorry, I didn't hear. What was the question?
The Royal Rumble. What year was that when they had the controversy between the two?
Who?
The two on the screen, Rhea Ripley.
2021.
So I said how? I said, was that 5 years ago? I guess that's 4. Thank you for doing the math. Appreciate you, sir. Okay. But we see Io Sky in the background, like bird flu. That's America trying to make you forget that the bird flu was here. So I feel sorry for my people in New York City who are, having this issue that's going on. But that's how they treating Io Sky. She's in the background like, ooh, don't know that I'm here because I'm not really here because it's these two at WrestleMania. Go ahead, Steve.
You know that I'm glad that the announcers, they did a great job last night. I'm glad that they said that Io Sky came out here because I didn't recognize her without her trash can over her head.
Oh God!
Wait, real quick, I wanted to say something really fast before I forget and we move on. Big Daddy Cool, you remember how you said you didn't agree with Naomi having blood or whatever?
Right.
If she did, or I'm assuming what she did to Jade, remember how fucked up she was in the face? We deserve just a little bit of blood.
I agree, but the only problem is, and this is, we can get into it with the Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens match because that also didn't have any blood. If there's a lot of blood at the beginning of the show in different matches, the blood that Cody sheds at the end isn't as impactful.
I get that, but I feel like that would be justified. That whole attack would just, like I said, just a little bit of blood just is a little bit of justified. That's
I agree. I think it's coming. Yeah. Probably a WrestleMania.
True enough.
Well, no, I want to see that blood on the screen again. Right there, because that cut, which I did go back, I just got finished watching Elimination Chamber. You can see him clearly go in his pocket beforehand, because what I had to see it because pre-showing, I'm asking myself like, and we're going to talk about that match coming up next. Okay, I actually loved and always will love any match between Air Generico and Kevin Steen. They are. I don't pride myself at knowing the indies. I'm not going to say in front and act like I do. If it ain't where the big boys play or in that stratosphere, I just, it's my attention is limited because I don't care how great you wrestle in the ring if I can't hear not just the story in the ring, but see the overall storyline and what you guys are talking about. Gotcha. But these guys have been going at it for such a long time and doing such a great job that this match was robbed of being match of the year, no matter, in my opinion, what match comes next. But there was no blood. I get the gimmick, barbed wire on the chair scenario. Yeah, but at least at one spot when he drop toe holds him onto the chair and Kevin sells the eye, he should be bleeding. The trash can spots that were, for the first time in a long time, solid trash can lids, not the ones that bend real easy, should have been blood spots.
Sami Zayn's used to working with trash.
And I knew you were ready to say that, but he was groomed last night to death, had the beard all zipped up and shining nice and smoothly, had a brand new clean on black suit from Walmart.
What are you talking about? Groomed.
He's clearly shampooed.
They got his hair looks
and everything.
Look at his hair.
It just dries out. He's from Canada. What do you expect? They use maple syrup.
I'm surprised he didn't whip out one of his cardboard boxes that he lives in.
He doesn't live in those things. He just break things on the cardboard box. He's not getting beat up on. Now you mad because he's a beatboxer?
Still beating him up.
Oh gosh.
So this will be second to Drew and CM Punk, is what you're saying?
No, this to me, that was last year, so that doesn't count as match of the year anymore because that was in 2024. This is definitely match of the year, but so many great things that happened in this match. First of all, let's not sugarcoat the return of Randy Orton.
Ever. Can't do that.
Also, I got the jacket on. RKO came back last night, but this match gave you everything. And I'm sitting telling my kids to see all these back shots. In my day, these were headshots. They said, for real? I said, yes. Go back and watch Ken Shamrock take one to the juggler from The Rock right in the face. Ken Shamrock
the one Eddie took from JBL, that'll always be the one I remember.
Well, you need to go back and watch that because I know you're younger of a wrestling fan. Go watch Ken Shamrock take a chair shot from The Rock, flush in the face. Those days are numbered. But this match, to me, unsanctioned, shall we say. So this fight went everywhere. The biting. I would say this. I was telling my kids, and I have to be fair to Canada, who didn't deserve shit last night after booing the national anthem. I'm going to continue to say that, okay? And again, shout out to that Elimination Chamber match because Logan Paul came out rocking the flag, okay? But Copeland and Christian might have did a better job.
Who?
Copeland,
Edge, and Christian.
when they had that street fight in AEW, it borderlines this ass whooping that took place. I didn't say it's better, but it's right. It gave me blood in that match, and this match it gave me blood. And I know everybody want to say this right here. Randy Orton came back, and I know this was a big thing when they talked last night. And I'm gonna let you go, Steve. They said, "How come the security stopped Orton, but didn't stop KO from beating because they was unsanctioned. They wasn't supposed to stop it. Randy's coming back. We're gonna save our money. That's classic television. You're gonna have to wait to see a punt. Okay, that's just TV. If I give you that now, what I'm gonna make you want to? What builds up the excitement when you know it's gonna come again later? So that was my take on that. Go ahead, Big Daddy Cool. And I got you coming on, Big.
I also, again, I got to disagree with you about this whole. Why did they stop Randy and why did they not stop Kevin Owens? I'll tell you why. Because WWE wants to see Sami Zayn get his ass kicked. That's why. This guy's a bum. How does he have so many fans? Look at it. You know what you mean?
Hold on,
he's
stop.
in Canada.
Stop. Are you talking about? No, hold on, stop.
Hold on.
What? No, I need to explain something to me. What's the bum about him? I never asked this question, so I need to know. What's the bum about him? Is it the wrestling or is it how? If you're saying it's the wrestling,
did you not see the video where Kevin Owens showed him in his house? My man has no home decor. What?
What does that have to do with his wrestling ability, Steve?
What's it have to do with it? He's a bum. He looks like a bum. Doesn't shampoo his hair. Looks greasy.
But how does he wrestle? How does he tell us?
Hit Kevin Owens with a cardboard box last night is not amazing to me. This man is trash. You know how trash he is? They're in Canada, his home country. His own wife didn't show up to help his ass. That's how
he was watching their in their shack. Make up your mind. You want to watch the house that's not fully clothed with good food and stuff, or come wrestle a match when you're trying to get money. Make it make sense.
Paid by WWE, he can't even put a table in his house to feed his child. Someone should call child support on him. Canadian
child support or child services?
CSS. child support services. Send them over there to Sami Zayn's house, please. Thank you, Fernando. Thank you.
Parce, lo veo con su sombrero y su ruana puesta. Qué chévere, parce. Me gusta.
That's right.
I love it.
I should put the subtitles up. I'm sorry. That's not fair. What the hell you just said.
No, I'm complimenting his traditional Colombian garments. I love it. Anyway, thank you. Oh, hey, Honeybee, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Good.
What's going on? Mike, I came in because I was going to call, but I heard that nobody heard Willie. So, you know what I mean? But wait, is my Wi-Fi off? All right, y'all can hear me.
Yeah, it might be off because you pixelating like you never do any other time.
Oh, word?
I can hear you, but you are pixelating.
Oh, damn. All right, so I'll try to make it quick. First of all, don't compare this to Hollywood Hogan.
You can't.
You don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, because I understand that John Cena is the only person that could be a Hollywood Hogan. But I loved it because that is probably the most unpredictable thing in wrestling that has happened in the last 10 years. Maybe more. You know what I mean? Like, and it was perfect timing for it. The last time that he came even close to it was what he did at WrestleMania 35, where he came out as the, you know, doctor of thugonomics. But he did that because he was in the Northeast and we wanted that. You know what I mean? So like, I think it's a great direction for Cena. I think it's a great way to close him out. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. And even like the press conference afterwards, he goes out, says nothing, drops the mic and walks out. Like, I think this is incredible fucking booking. Yeah. Yo, that shit was great. I'm telling you, because like the thing is that like, mind you, they're taking a big risk. Anything that Cena releases sells out right away. Like, he's the modern day Stone Cold, and like, you know, it's really, really compelling television. Like, mind you, like this is bigger than Donald Trump and Zelensky right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, somebody clipped Donald Trump saying this is great TV, because that's exactly what this is. Like, this shit was just amazing. Like, I'm really looking forward to seeing what John Cena has to say. And secondly, Naomi. Like Naomi, I'm very curious to see what she has to say, because you know, if there's three people,
talk, she got her necks broke.
No, but what I'm saying is that if there's three people we never saw this coming from. One is Kofi Kingston, two is Naomi, and three is John Cena. They're just, you know, the only other person I would like to see this from is Bianca Belair at this point. Right?
No,
but that's not gonna happen for a while.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Bianca would be an amazing. It'll be an amazing heel.
No, I'm not saying about her being an amazing heel. Cena can turn heel because his career is over. So fuck the kids. Yeah. Okay? Bianca's career is not over. She cannot turn heel. Y'all must forget WrestleMania in Hollywood, what she did for the little black girls and Compton's Dance Club. She cannot turn heel, fans. You are grown-ass men. Stop trying to ruin little black girls' lives.
What are you talking about? You got Lash Legend, you got people coming up, you got Kalani Jordan, you got a whole bunch of people coming up. Like, you better come on, man. Don't just put it all on the Bianca Belair.
She is the next Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, the GOAT, Hill Cena.
And you got Miss Parker. Ooh, Miss Parker.
Oh, Miss Parker.
All right, let me go get the fire extinguisher for you.
Right?
Right. I'm sorry, I had to take off my jacket on that one.
But yo, like this was one of the greatest elimination chambers I've ever seen. I already saw, you know, since we're talking about Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, these guys are friends and they put on a hell of a fucking show. That was a great match. I said it was going to steal the show. You know, clearly stole the show, but like, but still, like, you know, it was just fantastic work between these guys, and they did it at home basically. You know what I mean? And it was crazy because I never thought I would hear Kevin Owens get booed in Canada. You know what I mean? But you know, this was just such a heel face thing that you know, it was great. This was just a great brutal match. I understand how you can compare it to Edge and Christian and all of that. And the only reason you can do that is because they have so much history.
And the Canada thing, that's where my comparison came from. It wasn't about being better or not. It was about the history and how long they've been doing it for, Big. Yes, absolutely.
Mike, did you see that the ref put on gloves before the match started? You know
I did see that because he didn't want to get dirt on his hands.
That's right, because he didn't want to touch Sami Zayn.
Yo, you know what though? But he has a point though, because like if you roll
what point does he have?
You know why? Because if you roll through like Times Square or Penn Station, you see a few Sami Zayns.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. There's no wonder you get D's and everything.
No. Listen, if you go to an area where there's a lot.
But y'all know they are both from New York City.
You're gonna run into somebody.
It's a filthy place. You're gonna have bums there. He don't live in New York. He lives in Canada.
Wherever's populated is gonna be filthy, right? So
Orlando's not as filthy as New York City
because there's no more people than in New York City.
Okay,
but the point is,
Chicago's not as dirty as New York City.
Chicago has half the people of New York City.
Okay, well, it's not our fault. You guys go to a filthy city where it smells like urine and rat infested shit.
Like nowhere in Chicago smells like that. Come on.
I didn't say that.
Anyway, my point is, I bet you walk around the streets of Chicago, you're gonna find somebody that looks like Sami Zayn.
Listen.
I bet you we watch an episode of Shameless and we're gonna find somebody that looks like Sami Zayn.
God, they comparing the fucking not lit. What was the Malkoviches?
At least Kevin Owens took out the trash last night.
Yo, facts.
Oh God.
That was great work from them. Straight up, like I gotta give it to them. That really was. And this feud, I don't think will ever be open. If anything, this is going to be a fight forever.
No, it can never be. They did that, right? Their fight forever thing, and to start the match. And this is reminiscent of Edge and Christian to me. And as well as you just mentioned it right there when you said something about the longevity of it, this could be Michaels and Hunter. People forget that's been a long going rivalry as well. You know what I mean? And what they do. So. Glad Randy came back for sure. Thank you for that, Steve. I said don't do some shit you did anyway. I appreciate you.
I bet like on the female side, the only people that could pull this off is like Bailey and Sasha. You know what I mean? If they would,
Sasha right now is kicking herself in the ass, or maybe let me stop. I almost did something really rated R. All right, with herself privately that she's not here right now because now she didn't get up out of her contract. Sorry, Tony. I love you. I appreciate the free tickets. I know you give them out a lot, but we need Sasha Banks to be released for her contract because her career is going down the fucking turds sitting over there right now. Sasha is happy in AEW. Sorry. Yeah, because she's happy getting money. Okay. And that's all she wants is to be able to sit at the table so she can have steak too. Guess what? I have steak, Sasha, and I ain't rich sitting next to Vincent and Kennedy McMahon, and I can still go afford my ass a tomahawk steak. Well, I mean, I have to count my checking and make sure my checking and my savings connected, but still, you get the point. Okay, bring your ass back because right now you are ruining your legacy. So it's one of your friends, okay, which they're all in WWE, might want to get up that buzz up in your ear and tell your ass to bring it on back and bring it on back and bring it on back because they need you. And even John Cena said, let me rephrase the last part. They don't need you. Okay, they do not need you, but damn, they can use you. I can say that.
Female talent there. You know what I mean? And I mean, look what Bailey's doing. She's basically being the Undertaker right now in the female division. Like she's on some
basically being the Undertaker
leader type shit. Like, you know what I mean? So like they don't really need.
Becky not here. Here.
Speaking of legends like that, because we still haven't got Becky Lynch back, Honeybee. I do want to segue into this before we get up out of here. We did have this match that was only here because they were in Toronto. Right? It was Trish Stratus for 5 years. And I said this in our chat, and I thought, okay, two things could have happened here. But once we saw the ending of the night, we knew that couldn't happen. If what happened in the night with Cena and them turning heel the way that it happened like that didn't happen, I'd have loved to have seen Trish win the match and then all of a sudden turn on Trish to go help Charlotte Flair. Mm-hmm. I thought that could be a possibility that happened, but of course the night went the way that it went, so there was no need for that to happen. Mm-hmm. But Charlotte Flair, who y'all know what I think about her. Well, my throat hurts.
Charlotte Flair is the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
But no one cared about this match last night. My daughter, who literally got up because it was her dishes night, and went and started doing her chores. So when this match came on, but we have a huge TV, so you can see it from the room, from the kitchen, everything anywhere else. But she definitely got up to go to the bathroom in this match.
I mean, but that was
a match, but it was the weakest point of the night. But
for us,
for
us, because that was like
fans in Canada, maybe. I mean,
yeah, no, exactly. That was the crown jewel of the night. That was
not really. Not even close. You're completely off. Did they enjoy like we did it from home? It's Trish. Oh yeah, thank you, Trish. But they didn't give a fuck either about that last night. They understood it as well. This is the world, is what Mike Knoxxx deemed this show, the show for the intelligent wrestling fan. They knew she was here because she was Trish. We're gonna see her in a bodysuit, and she looked good in that bodysuit. Okay, we're gonna see all that. But we knew what it was. That was the week. That was not a high point of any of their lives and their careers of a fan going last night. It just wasn't.
That was like Damian Priest going to the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
No, completely different. Completely different.
I mean, that was straight like
he's actually from New York. Him doing that as a wrestler in big New York, huge wrestling city like it is, that was different. If he did that,
he's from Toronto.
Like, I don't know, like Houston, he would have got a mild reaction.
No, but she's from Toronto. Is what I'm saying. It's not like they
we
would
all get that. We know she's from Toronto. Yeah. But you think they haven't seen Trish Stratus boobs before, as they would say? Right? You think somebody who ain't seen your boobs? We've seen Trish Stratus before. This was a match to put a match together because they were in Toronto. And we get it. We understand.
But you know what though? I also feel like it was a Tiffany push.
Of course it was. To push her and make her stronger, help her get the nudge to go out there and lose at WrestleMania.
Which is kind of sad because I feel like they're burying her.
I don't think she's gonna lose.
She's too young to be buried, in my opinion. She's only 25 years old, and people say that too. Honeybee, your thoughts on this match that took place last night?
I thought it was like a show filler for sure. It was, there just to, nostalgia type deal. I thought it was decent. I don't have any negative things to say about it. But and what you were saying about Charlotte winning, I don't think she's gonna win. I think Charlotte's gonna be the what's the word I'm looking for? You guys know what I'm talking about. She's basically gonna help push Tiff. She's gonna
help her push her, get her over to the top.
Yeah, get her over, basically. Yeah, I don't see Charlotte winning. Now she does. Shocking to me, but I think Tiffany's gonna beat her. I don't see Charlotte winning. Not just yet. At least not at WrestleMania. She might win, maybe SummerSlam or something. They might do something again, but I don't see it being at WrestleMania.
So let me walk you in, Honeybee, to something that I like to tell people. Look at my face. Look at my face.
I knew that was coming.
This girl was not gone for 2 years. Doesn't matter what them fans think who don't know shit, because Vince McMahon did tell y'all, I tell you what to cheer for and what not to cheer for. Okay. It's one of the things I love the most about Vince and Kenny McMahon that fans don't even know. All right. And like Roman Reigns.
Ain't a man alive who can touch my button. If I had one, you wouldn't be able to locate it. Can no man knock me out. I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired of letting people think they got a chance. The tribal chief is head and shoulders above everybody. This is my show. This is my camera. I run it all.
Not anymore.
That's Charlotte Flair. Okay.
I mean, where is Roman Reigns?
That's the question I want to end the show with. And that's where I was going next. As you guys jump the gun because you guys like to do that, I'm going to play a quick commercial break. So we'll be right back to finish this show off. Y'all stay tuned for Unpopular Review as we continue to talk about the Elimination Chamber. Jonathan and Rachel Rodriguez, Tom Brady, the GOAT, Hill, Cena. We'll be right back, y'all. And for, I guess, guys, I only said it once to begin the show because y'all didn't remember this. Fuck you, Dave Meltzer.
Contrary to everybody going out there and saying, online or whatever, this is where they're going. I know. I talked to a dude to another dude that talked to a dude that said he knew this. I can tell you none of them know.
Tell them that you hate us because we talk about WWE too much, but you want to talk about Will Ocean Spray. Go ahead. EC, where were we? Penta El Cero Miedo was in a match.
My bad. You mentioned something I forgot that no one cared about it. Penta versus Ludwig Kaiser versus.
Hold on, we ain't talking about that man. Hold on, you gotta do the dance. Hold on.
Oh no.
Okay, we're gonna get more OnlyFans action. Like, what's going on?
Hold on, you gotta see my whole. Hold on, you gotta see
that. Oh, he's gonna do a crip walk.
No, got to do. Hold on, you gotta do the whole Penta walk, man. Hold on. You know, even though he stole it from Parker. Why y'all take me out? Oh, hold on.
Nobody took you out, but this is the longest setup
ever.
Don't test me. Whatever. But all right, whatever. Can y'all see? Oh, all right. But my man threw him down. Oh, you can't see my feet though. But my man do the little Apaka, little jerk. Yeah.
Here, I'll sing along. Cause this is Thriller. All the night.
Yeah, face
shot. That one. Oh, okay. Damn.
Okay. But that is the biggest question, I believe, also coming out of Elimination Chamber is we do have Cena turns heel. We see everything that took place. We're going to get Orton versus KO probably. We know what Mania's going to be with Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. And that crowd's going to be, who's that crowd going to cheer for? Naomi gets demolished by Jade, but we don't really know. We speculate what it is. And corporate Cena is here. We got requests to have Travis Scott remix John Cena's theme song. But hey, was that too far-fetched? Everybody said, what the fuck does the 3 stand for? Well, this is the closest thing that makes any fucking sense. Is that
and he agreed with it too. So it's not like they were too far stretched. When during the post in the interview, and somebody was telling them like, was a 3 meaning and stuff like that, that means something. Rock was like, yeah, it did. It actually that all tied in. I'm like,
all ties in. So you got The Rock taking the mantle of being over Triple H, Paul Levesque, and this. It does ask the question. I had said previously for weeks leading up to this, we have not seen Roman since the Rumble. I thought this is a moment for Roman to either come back or at least have the music hit to distract Seth. They don't go that route. Nonetheless, where does Roman fit in this whole equation? Because as of right now, I hate to see a Rumble, a WrestleMania, if you will, so to speak, without our tribal chief. But the real tribal chief, the final boss, there ain't a bloodline anymore at all. Like at this point, it's completely strange having this absence of Roman Reigns. Honeybee, your thoughts on what you think is next for Roman Reigns?
Honestly, it might do like a triple threat between him, Seth, and CM Punk, honestly. And I feel like whoever, maybe the 3 of them go at it. Whoever wins that goes and somehow gets his way into Cody and Cena match. But somehow CM Punk doesn't win that and he uses his favor to be like, nah, I'm going to have to slide in there, and they make it to like a fatal 4-way or something. Like, I don't know. But that's why I was asking earlier, or like trying to figure out why didn't he talk to Roman about all of this? Like, why isn't he trying to make Roman all of this, the champion or something like that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe this was a way to get the title off Cody. But now with Cena in the picture, I'm like, well, yeah, where is Roman in all of this? Because now it just seems like Cena's finna, again, do what he wants to do and take over, which is perfectly fine. We're not tripping about that. But I feel like they might throw Roman in like a triple threat or something. Like, I'm not really sure.
I just know that Roman Reigns deserves more than that, than a triple threat. But the thing is, we know that this roster is hella, oversaturated. I can't see a WrestleMania without him right now. He only fits into that category. And I'm thinking in that Seth might get his ass whooped, and that's the favor that he has. But it also, it makes me wonder as we relate to with Roman and what we think he's going to do. It makes me think what is next for. I thought you were asleep, Vic. I ain't gonna even. No. And I want to be the one to put you on the screen. That's I see. I thought you were asleep. And I was like, I'm not gonna embarrass my man like this. No, this Sunday. You know what I mean? Drake was in the building, and like, because nobody one cares about Drake. He's not like us. Logan Paul versus who at Mania? That I thought that was CM Punk as well, but right now, where does that go? Right? Because I thought Orton, I thought Roman, Seth. I thought that was 100% a one-on-one thing. And I thought Punk versus Logan is what I thought going into this chamber. That's not what we got. right? That's just typically what you see in the end of the chamber is what you get. So it shows Seth and Punk.
Yeah,
that's what it shows, right? So I don't know, but like I'm gonna continue to say this. This is my favorite time of the year. I don't care. I don't care to speculate. All the in your windows, we're all intelligent wrestling fans. They all kind of make sense in how you make it make sense. I'm just enjoying it. I mean, last night, I cannot ever, you said it earlier, Steve, Big Daddy Cool, remember somebody being excited from a fucking Elimination Chamber like this. Like ever. Like it was so where it was that he literally he didn't even hit the regular chat. He hit the boss's chat. Like, yo, I'm not sure we shouldn't be doing a show tonight. And my whole thing was just like, I'm still a fan of letting it marinate. And just I'm just a fan of that. But when I come from a movie, I don't want to just speak real fast. Like my wife and I talk in the car ride home, me and my kids talking in the car ride home and get a little bit more perspective of what I just seen. And so it's just coming out my automatically, initial reaction out of the theaters, they would say. Right. So I just wanted to sit in and I watched it again this morning. And I had the same exact reactions I had to it yesterday. Big Daddy Cool, where do you think's next for Roman besides, but I saw you put on the screen the triple threat match?
Listen, I love this time of year as well, Mike. I think that if last night showed us anything, trust in Triple H, trust in The Rock, trust in the process. There is a plan. This is long-term booking at its finest. And we're not only just talking about this WrestleMania, we're setting the groundwork for, I think, next year's WrestleMania, which is going to be Cody versus The Rock. What's next for Roman? Listen, Roman has been the main event of several WrestleManias. For the last 8 years, 7 years? I think it's okay for him to lay back. It's okay for him to not be part of the main event. So to me, I would not be surprised if he ends up in the Andre Battle Royal.
Oh, shut up.
Wouldn't it be dope if they put the money in the bank?
WrestleMania, that's SmackDown the night before.
Wait, wouldn't it be dope if they brought Money in the Bank back to WrestleMania and he wins that?
I thought that, but they have a pay-per-view for that. I've been asking for that for the last 5 years. I actually hate the pay-per-view Money in the Bank, which I personally believe it has become part of the Big Six. Is one of their big things they put on. That's why they have them out of the country as well. I just give me a ladder match at WrestleMania. I'm always here for that. It's just as it being a Money in the Bank as it pertains to that, I don't think so. But whatever we see for Roman, I think we're going to be cool with that either way. How that comes down. But again, go ahead, Honeybee. I'm sorry.
No,
I also wanted to shout out this idea. Logan versus AJ at Mania. I like that. Listen, after last night, we got half the card, right? We got Cody versus Cena, Charlotte versus Tiffany, Jay versus Gunther, Rhea versus Bianca, possibly Trash Canio. Punk and Logan, I still think is a possibility. Last night they mixed it up a little bit. I think that's still on the table. Priest versus McIntyre, Orton versus KO. But like you said, the question is, where does Roman fit in?
Wait, I have something to throw out there.
I think it's Jacob and Roman, to be honest with you.
No, I think it's Jacob and Solo.
Yeah, I think it's Jacob and Solo. Too.
Yeah.
So
I was watching Karrion Kross, remember him? Watching video of him. He was talking about last night. And when at the end of the video, he was like, "Oh, that's phenomenal." Speaking of, and then it cut off. So he might be going after AJ next, and then he might turn AJ dark. It's been a theory that he's been going talking to people, turning them dark. He talked to the New Day. That's what kind of got them in their head a little bit. Who else? It was somebody else. I think
it was a little bit of Ray and Miz and Firstborn. Yeah, he's been on that show, that devil on the shoulder. Yeah.
I think that they should really bring him back and start incorporating him in some storylines. Karrion Kross really is a good character. I'm not gonna lie.
Just not 49 days before WrestleMania. Karrion Kross doesn't touch this pay-per-view.
Okay, well that's
if
fine.
he does, it's against Sami, I think.
Just shut up. To get
or AJ.
Just shut up.
Probably.
And I don't think they're bringing AJ back.
They might do that.
I don't think AJ goes back dark after they tried that already and he got hurt, and then they just brought him back just now, and they saw the response. Unfortunately, that ship has sailed.
I'm sure he does keep him face and it just keep carrying, heel or whatever. But I think that'll still be a good matchup.
Yeah.
Look at how deep WrestleMania is already. It is March 2nd. Look at how the WrestleMania card is already that deep that we are on March 2nd, and we're trying to book Karrion Kross into a match.
No, she's trying to book Karrion Kross into a damn match. Don't
I'm
say
just
me.
saying, they just really use him. Like he's a good character.
No, he is just not for this. Too damn close. 48 days. I'm sorry.
I really think
I'm still good off for last night. My bad.
I really think that Roman is going to defend the Ula Fala because I think that's the last time we saw him.
Against who?
When he won.
Against
I don't know.
Who,
I was
Jacob?
thinking Jacob. I really was thinking Jacob because, like, if they're pushing him to be the United States champion or something like that, then yeah, because clearly he's not in the title picture at this point.
My thing in that, and I can be completely wrong, and you can be completely right. Roman's not a part of SmackDown anymore. They don't technically tell you where he's at. To be fair, right? But last time we've seen him, he was in a feud on Raw with a Raw person. So that's the thing with that. And I see nothing wrong with what you're saying. I just even that's beneath. If they'd have kept the storyline geared that way, then I would say absolutely. They just haven't shown me anything with Roman. That's the part that's the suspicious, the suspense, if you will, of what's can happen and what take place. So it's all can be great. I'm here for every little bit of it, whether I'm in Vegas or I'm at home watching it. It doesn't matter. I'm going to have some chicken wings and some drink. Okay.
Vic, I want to jump in on Vic's idea. You know what? Something just came to my mind about him defending the Ula Fala. You are right. You know someone else that is in the Samoan dynasty that does not have a match right now?
Shut up.
Nia Jax. Nia Jax, Roman Reigns, WrestleMania. Book it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's the best thing he got him over in his whole career ever will.
That's another one. I mean, he should fight Jey Uso. I mean, Jimmy Uso.
I like yesterday's show where Vic was like, no, he's over. And then Chris was like, how's he over, man? And then all I was yelling in my kitchen. I'm like, yeah, he's over there. That's it. Yeah.
Over there.
Everybody likes to say, yeah.
No, that doesn't make him over, Vic.
Until that's on the shirt.
Rusev Day was over, but nobody, where did he go? He went to unemployment day. So
listen, Roman Chris? Yes.
I mean, but he had the slickest wife in the world, bro. Like,
hey, I'm sorry, I can't say no certain things, but I really feel about her online before I get a phone call. I wanted to be from anybody else, but no, she was slick with something. And I'm gonna leave it right there. Listen, guys, we're gonna get up out of here. Before we go out of here, give our belt grades. I have a total of 23 belts. Honeybee said 11 out of 10. If I gave this a belt grade, which is what I always do, it is completely the greatest belt in your mind you can think of. 5 out of 5. Whatever that belt is, for whatever the best for me growing up, my favorite title was the television title from NWA. It was something about it. I'm a big television watcher. It was something about the ABC, NBC logos on there. I just love that title. So whatever that belt is for you, whether it's the Wing Eagle, the Big Eagle, the Undisputed, Big Goldie, Intercontinental, some of y'all might even like the European title. Whatever that belt is, you give it a 5 out of 5 is what an Elimination Chamber was last night. It did not deliver on anything. Even the little nothing, it was A+ from top to bottom, including why they came to Toronto to see Trish Stratus and that bodysuit. Big Daddy Cool, your belt grade, if you will, so to speak.
I think the greatest belt of all time is the one that Ric Flair used to carry, and that was the
Big Goldie
WCW / NWA Big Gold belt, and that's what I would give this. This was an amazing show last night. It feels like WrestleMania season after this. So many stories were leading up to this and were told and started. There was so many catalysts right here in this show last night. Amazing. A+.
Will you give it Vic Damone from the SmackDown Penitentiary?
Well, I give it a perfect 10, like people are saying, because like the Naomi swerve, the Cena swerve, the matches themselves,
Sami getting beat down.
Yeah, everything was just great. And then mind you, like no bloodline, no Roman Reigns, no Paul Heyman, there's a lot of people that were missing, no Charlotte Flair, like there's a lot of people that were missing, and then they told great stories, and they just left us all with a big question mark over our heads. You know what I mean? Like I definitely give it 10 Wing Eagles, 10 Bret Hart Wing Eagles, and a couple of Cena US spinners, because I like that.
No names.
Got that too, baby. We're gonna get ready to get up out of here. Do me a favor, do not wake up tomorrow morning and say to yourself that, hey, Unpopular Review ain't got something for everybody, because we do. Listen, every single Monday, the Mike Knoxxx Show at 6 p.m., followed by immediately following Monday Night Raw. That is the Radar Superstar Show, whenever Willie can get his camera either going vertical or horizontal. We don't know which one he's going to pick up the way. Then we got the NXT Trio with Bad Guy Jack, Estella, and Mr. Freckle Sensei. Then All Elite Women review on Wednesday for All Elite Wrestling, including the news by Mad Dog Kelly. Thursdays, we have our specials that may be top 5 made predictions. We don't know. It's going to be something. You come check it out. And then Saturdays, you have the SmackDown Penitentiary with the Zia Silent and Victor Moan, the Mark. And then also coming up this Saturday, the first time we gave Mad Dog his own show. And he wants to talk about it. It's called Collision, because somebody is going to be watching it, because Mad Dog will. So you should come back and talk about it, rather the good, the bad, the ugly, right there as well. With that being said, guys, we're going to get our asses up out of here. Eric, thank you for your comments. Still can't believe we got Cena turning heel before GTA 6. That is crazy.
Wow. Yo, I stood on the line
22 damn years. And for anybody who says on the comment before we got here that Cena ain't never been heel, the doctor of Thugonomics was pissing on graves. He was a heel. When he was throwing out nuts and saying, "Here, suck my nuts," he was throwing them planners. That was heel. I was a fan then. I'm a fan now. Cena Nation forever. The invention of John Cena songs came from Buffalo Wild Wings in Newark, Delaware, and then it came to Money in the Bank in Philadelphia that took over the world. Like the Yes Check came from Miami. This is the unpopular review, the Mike Knoxxx Show. And if y'all better stop telling these other shows they got something on my channel, because I don't care if you got Honey Bee. She a dunk on you, y'all. She's 6 foot. You better watch it. You got Mark May say something in Spanish that I don't even know what he said, but you know what he's going to say? He's going to say somebody going to say some politics. All right? You're going to have Steve wearing ponchos. You got the executive consultant having his hairline back, but still saying I got more muscles than you, because he do. You better watch out. We'll be back next week, y'all, here on the Mike Knoxxx Show. But listen, tomorrow after Raw, it's going to be a banging Raw. So they're going to have a banging show. Come back and check out the Rated R review show. Being said, I love Mr. Me. That's crazy, y'all. We out of here, y'all.
Later, y'all.
Peace, yeah.
Lose it, bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast. So all the news channels, y'all can kiss my ass. And other YouTubers, Google me, turn it up and play it. Cause many people think it, I just had the balls to
Damn, I hate to see the number